It's a pleasure to be here in Macau with you today.
非常高兴今天有机会来到这里。
I'm going to talk about our Jeunesse product, the Luminous line.
我今天想跟大家分享我们怎么样开启这个复活的系列。
And we're going to start with how we came to be a company and what's behind the company's technology.
我要谈谈我们怎么样创立杰斯这个公司，以及我们所运用的科技。
About 14 years ago, I started to be involved with stem cell technology.
14年前，我开始研究干细胞科技。
I was using the own person's fat, getting the stem cells from their fat, and taking the stem cells and injecting it into their body.
我运用的是人体的脂肪，从人体脂肪中抽取干细胞，再把它注射到其他的部位。
This process I term the stem cell lift.
这就是所谓的 stem cell lift.
And since then, I've done a lot with it. We've used it for cosmetic surgery, for reconstructive surgery, for joints, and for autoimmune skin diseases.
这个科技非常的好用，可以拿来医学美容、整形、重建伤口，还有做各式各样的医疗效果。
And that's how I met Wendy and Randy.
所以这是为什么我们开发了这个新的系列。
One day he walks into my office and he says, you know, my knee's hurting and I need you to do something about it.
那我怎么样认识 Wendy 的呢？就是有一天他走进来我的诊所，然后他跟我说我的膝盖很不舒服。
So I looked at him. I said, well, we can take a little bit of fat that you have.
那我就说，那我们抽取一些你身体里面的脂肪。
He doesn't have much.
但他非常的瘦。
And we can use the stem cells and inject it and improve the knee problem that you have.
结果就是用了他的脂肪干细胞而治疗了他的膝盖的问题。
Once we did that treatment for him and he felt better, we became very good friends. Him and Wendy are very close friends of mine.
就是因为这样的机缘，我跟 Wendy 和 Randy 变成非常好的朋友。
And they asked me if we have anything that they can bring to the world and use through this company.
所以他就问我说：“我到底可以有什么其他的东西可以来提供给大家？”
And I told them about the serum that we were working on and how we were using it for wound treatments and for treating burn victims.
所以我就开发了这个精华露，可以让我们去治疗烧伤，还有很多的伤口。
And that's how the Luminous line came to be.
就是因为这样的机缘，所以我们开发了这个复活系列 Luminous。
4 years later, we're going to teach you a little bit more about what stem cells are doing and what you guys are doing to teach the world about it.
4年之后，我们的科技有重大突破。今天我就要跟大家谈谈怎么样运用这个突破性的干细胞科技。
So let's talk about what are stem cells.
到底什么是干细胞呢？
Stem cells are specialized cells in the body that have 3 properties.
干细胞是一种非常独特的细胞，有3种特色。
The first one is that they can make more of themselves. They can continue to go indefinitely.
第一个就是它可以不断的再生，不断的复制。
That they can become other cells. That they can become, let's say, from the stem cells from the fat, they can become muscle, bone, cartilage.
第二，它可以从干细胞变成其他的细胞，变成你的骨骼，变成你的韧带，或者是其他的组织的细胞。
And the third thing is that they have the genetically programmed ability to repair and regenerate tissues.
而且它里面内含的基因可以自然的修复，并且再更新我们的组织。
And there's different types of stem cells.
而且有不同种的干细胞。
We have stem cells in every tissue of our body.
我们身体里面有各种干细胞。
The easiest ones to get are the ones in the fat.
但是呢，最容易取得干细胞就是在我们人体脂肪里面。
And these fat stem cells are the ones we need to do the repair on the skin.
就是用这些干细胞可以来修复我们的脸部肌肤。
They also are the most concentrated number of stem cells in the fat of any tissue. So very little fat gives you a lot of stem cells.
而且是身体的脂肪里面干细胞的浓度最高。
So we take a little bit of fat, we separated the stem cells from the fat, and then we culture it.
我们就从人体的脂肪抽取干细胞，把脂肪跟干细胞分离，并且放到培养皿里面。
And once you culture it, this is what they look like in culture.
所以培养皿里面的样子的干细胞就是这样。
You get growth factors.
培养的过程中就会出现所谓的生长因子。
Growth factors is what the cell produces. It excretes outside the cell.
干细胞会生长出这些生长因子。
And this is the language of the cell that it uses to contact another cell and say what it needs to the other cell.
而干细胞就是用这些生长因子跟其他的细胞沟通，细胞之间也是用这样的因子来沟通。
This idea of using this growth factors on the skin is new and revolutionary in skincare technology.
所以说，用生长因子来疗愈、来修复我们的肌肤，是最革命性的肌肤科技。
The way we do our stem cell culture and the way we collect the stem cell growth factors is physiologic, is the most natural the way it is in your body.
我们培养干细胞、培养出生长因子的方式，是最天然、最自然的方式。
I compare it to mother's milk.
我们可以把它譬喻为像母奶一样，非常的天然健康。
Where our stem cell serum has mother's milk, all the other products that are made from plants and other products that are synthetic are like baby formula, trying to mimic mother's milk.
我们的产品就像母奶一样天然，可是其他的产品或者是护肤品，可能就像婴儿配方一样，并不是最天然的。
Because they are from your body, they are universal to all of us. They're the language that we can talk to one another. They use it from one person to the other. It's all the same signals.
因为这个成分就是萃取自我们的身体，所以说这样身体的这个成分呢，可以适用于所有人，是最天然的。
And these signals do not need a carrier to penetrate the skin.
我们不需要一个媒介来让这些养分或者是这些功效来渗透我们的肌肤，它可以很快的去导入。
They can go through the pores, through the hair, through the damaged tissues, and they will go not only to the superficial layers, but they will go deep into the deeper layers of the skin.
可以透过我们皮肤的毛孔或者是毛囊，而且可以很快速的进到我们皮肤的深层。
So, what's important to realize is that what's in our luminous serum is just the growth factors. There are no cells at all. There's no stem cells in the serum itself.
大家要弄清楚，我们的产品里面，我们的精华露里面呢，并没有含有干细胞，而是干细胞衍生出来的生长因子。
They have no animal products. They are sterile. There's no bacteria or viruses in them, and it's all natural.
我们并没有含有任何动物的成分，而且经过无菌处理，非常的天然。
And because these are natural products that your body realizes that it's own, it can penetrate, and through the effect of the growth factors, you will get improvement in the cells by balancing the growth factors in the body and replenishing and rejuvenating the skin.
就是因为它如此自然，可以融入我们肌肤，可以快速的渗透，所以当它导入我们细胞的深层，能够启动其他的细胞，形成一个非常正向、非常全面的循环。
So, it takes a little bit of the stem cell serum to get a lot of results.
所以我们只要用一点点的这个精华露，我们就可以达到非常强效的功能。
This is due to what we call the paracrine loop effect.
这就是我们这个精华露的特殊功效。
what happens is a little bit of this serum goes into the skin, it affects the cell, that cell signals another cell, and there's a domino effect, and then there's a response back from those cells that are being, it's like a conversation they're having.
所以说，我们这个精华露就是可以启动细胞之间的沟通。我们只要用一点点的精华露，含有一点点的生长因子，就可以启动我们的细胞，影响到周边的细胞，像骨牌效应一样，达成全面的效果。
So you get this rejuvenating effect, a reparative effect that's not just on top of the skin, but it goes deep and wide.
所以说，这个修复回春的效果不只是表皮，而且是全全面面达到肌肤的最底层。
So here, sorry, can you go back one slide? There we go. So here is the picture of someone who put it on their eyes, and you can see the improvement in the lines.
可以看到它的眼周达到的效果。
Here's another one that put it on the neck, and the neck is very, very difficult to treat, and you can see the improvement on the neck.
它的眼周皱纹消失了，它的脖子皱纹也消失了。
And you can see the improvement in skin discoloration and smoothness.
而且它也可以消除我们的斑点和色素沉淀。
And here is an example of a kid that came to my clinic, and the parents are my patients, and the baby had a burn.
这是我其中一个病患诊所的病患，那他有烧烫伤，那他擦了这个产品之后，伤口几乎都愈合了。
And within 1.5 months of using the serum on the skin, it all healed and there's no scar.
他才不够用了1个多月，你看伤疤都不见了。
One of my patients decided that she's going to test it, and she used it only on one hand.
我有个病患很有趣，他就是想要实验这个精华露的功效，所以他就只擦一手。
And after a month, she came back and said, "Look, my hand is lighter, is smoother, is younger."
结果过一阵子之后，他回来他就跟我说：“你看我的手多么的柔嫩，多么的透亮。”